Students, we're back. The Close Reading Cooperative is back for the spring semester of 2010.
Back by popular demand, as I understand.
We're excited to be back too, because today's a very exciting day, because today's the first day we have fan letters for the Close Reading Cooperative.
I understood that we were going to have fan mail today, and I'm looking forward to hearing some.
I know people have really valued this podcast. It's going to be nice to hear what some of them have to say.
Yes, yes.
So shall I start? You want to hear some of these?
Go ahead.
All right?
Yes, absolutely.
Sit back and relax.
I'm going to be listening today.
Luxuriate in the...
Absolutely. Bathe in the glory.
This first one, it says, Dear Close Reading Cooperative, your recent podcast showed a professor speaking in a stereotypically Canadian accent, claiming that he sounded like Bernie Parent, goalie for the 1976 Philadelphia Flyers. Bernie Parent, however, is Quebecois and would sound nothing like the foolish caricature presented on your podcast.
Is that the end of the letter?
You owe the people of Quebec an apology.
Okay, well, as soon as that came out of my mouth, I remember that. That was me. I remember that, and I know that Bernie Parent is Quebecois, and as soon as it came out of my mouth, I knew I had sort of made a mistake.
It's a touchy issue in Canada, I would actually
It is, and I'm sorry to Bernie Parent and his family for that.
And apologies to Canada. We should just say. And to Quebec. Right? But anyway, next one. Okay, so this one, Hollywood, California. This is from Sanders, Harrelson, and Snodgrass legal representation. Dear Close Reading Cooperative, in your recent podcast, you displayed a photograph of our client, Mel Gibson, in his Academy Award-winning dramatic portrayal of William Wallace, while a voiceover described the Anglo-Saxons as, quote, a violently and ultimately odoriferous people, unquote, whose conquest at the hands of the Norman invaders was inevitable. While sympathetic to the defamation of the Anglo-Saxons and the English in general, Mr. Gibson would like you to know that he regrets very much his image used as a depiction for the Anglo-Saxons, as William Wallace fought against both Saxon and Norman English.
Oh, all right, I can understand that.
Charles, this is like, they're using words like cease and desist here. I mean, this is...
Seriously?
They're angry, yeah.
Well, the point was to make...
That wasn't my idea.
That
was not my idea.
I thought, he looked very savage, and the idea was that he would be sort of like representative of... Yeah. But I get their point.
But he's a powerful man, and I mean, Mr. Gibson, I certainly would not want to...
No, we did not mean to imply that you were in any way an Anglo-Saxon or any...
No. Let's move on.
Yeah.
I want to get to some of the good stuff. Okay. So here we go. Okay. Dear Close Reading Cooperative. Okay. I was watching your podcast on etymologies and heard you talk about the landscape of Scotland, which you described as Scottish, quote, Scottish plains or hills or whatever they have in Scotland, unquote.
Oh, did we really do that? Oh, that's terrible. We should...
I'm pretty sure you did that.
No. Yeah. It's not me that did that. That must have been...
I'm pretty sure it was... I'm trying to think back.
Continue to enact revenge and murder across the Scottish plains or hills or whatever they have in Scotland, or is he going to? Okay, I did say it. I didn't. I mean, sometimes you say things and you're not really thinking. I wasn't meaning to be dismissive of Scotland.
They're really irritated. The willful disregard for the geography of other nations.
I think Scotland is a lovely nation with lovely highlands and lasses and laddies.
Let's get on to another letter. How about that?
I think that's fair. Let's have some good stuff. I mean, let's really let's concentrate on the positives here, because sometimes we need to have our egos stroked a little bit.
So I'll just read the good stuff.
Okay,
all right. Only the good stuff.
Yes, only the good stuff. Yeah,
okay. So dear Close Reading Cooperative.
The good stuff.
Yeah, I'm getting to it.
What's...
okay, yeah, fine cinematography by Michael Babcock. I think that's a nice job.
That's absolutely true.
Charles Warham, on the other hand...
what do you mean?
Well, I mean, the point, fan mail is kind of overrated, I think, as a measure of the worth of a project, I think. And the point...
How did they know even to reach us, really?
Right. The point
You're really only going to get feedback from people who feel strongly.
Or not at all, if they have better things to do.
Right.
But the point is that after our winter hiatus, we're back online with a new series of podcasts for English majors.
Absolutely. We're back, and we're ready to improve on some of the ideas that we had in the first semester.
That's right. So if you're the kind of English major, right, who is always saying things like, I'm just not as smart as the other English majors. I never have anything to say in class because I'm not so smart as them. I'm not so clever, blah, 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 blah.
It's nothing to do with it, you know, being smart or whatever. It's just having the vocabulary to use to you know, the literary terms, the literary devices, the names of things, you know, that sort of thing. That's what we're hoping to help.
It's not about smart. It's about skills.
Skills.
Right.
It's absolutely
right.
skills.
It's about noticing the things that make literary language literary. And if you don't have a vocabulary for doing that, I think it's very hard to come up with things to say in class.
Right. Right. And there's always opportunities to say things in class, and we're encouraging that here in the Close Reading Cooperative, as we've decided to name it. And we're welcoming you back to a new semester, and keep that fan mail coming.
We'll see you next week with the Close Reading Cooperative.
Yes, that was lovely.